We're traveling just one block north from the 9 network to a site on Washington Boulevard. The Pulitzer Arts Foundation and the Sam Fox School of Design are in the midst of the second project in its collaboration known as PXSTL. That's P for Pulitzer, X for Sam Fox, STL. Now, before we show you what's taken place so far this year, let's go back in time to the inaugural project, PXSTL 2014. It was May of 2014 when the opening reception was held for the first PXSTL project on the 3700 block of Washington Boulevard. This canopy, called LOTS, was the design selected in response to an open call. It was conceived by partners of a Brooklyn, New York architecture firm.
What's important is to make sure that we maintain the idea that this structure can collect people well.
The Pulitzer and the Sam Fox School wanted to see how an empty lot could be transformed to energize an entire neighborhood. Over the course of that summer, the canopy served as a venue for performing arts, community engagement, and other activities. The PXSTL site was right next door to what was then the Bruno David Gallery, named after its owner.
People are working very hard to embrace a very open kind of meeting place where people can go and talk or see art. There's nothing like that in the Midwest.
Little did David know, in the midst of all the festivities, that the structure housing his gallery would be at the heart of the next PXSTL project. March 2017. Staff from the Pulitzer Arts Foundation, students, and other volunteers are painting the Bruno David Gallery building gold in preparation for the structure's demolition. As it happened, a routine engineering inspection in the summer of 2016 revealed severe structural defects that resulted in the building's condemnation. It was a fortuitous development for architect Amanda Williams and artist Andres Hernandez. The two Chicagoans won the second PXSTL commission with their concepts of building and unbuilding.
How does building happen? How do things actually go away? Like, what do we take for granted? How do you slow that down so people can think about those moments?
And we've always had unbuilding as a concept from the very beginning. And so it was just very serendipitous that the building behind us needed to come down at some point. That wasn't part of our initial plan, but we had said we wanted to sort of get away from the sort of iconic piece of architecture on the plinth, right? So the old freestyle pad from the first iteration. We wanted to sort of think about unbuilding. We didn't know what that meant when we first presented, and then over maybe about 6 or 8 months or so of work and teaching the studio, Pulitzer told us that this building needs to come down, and so we thought this is the perfect opportunity to choreograph the sort of unbuilding of that, harvesting material from that to make new work, and eventually all of that sort of going away and sort of healing the site.
Pulitzer Arts Foundation Director Kara Stark.
So this is an unconventional project in that it's a process that will evolve over time, will involve multiple people in both the painting, the unbuilding of the building, if you will, the taking it down, the using those materials to actually recreate something new on the site, and ultimately forging the landscape together.
A new element added to the PXSTL process is teaching at the Sam Fox School of Design and Visual Arts. Hernandez and Williams are visiting professors as part of their commission. Here, they're working with a student during the 2016 fall semester.
In Amanda and Andres, we got a different kind of social approach to the landscape.
Carmen Colangelo is dean of the Sam Fox School.
With our collaboration, we really wanted to leverage the school as well. What we learned in the last project is very difficult for an architectural team to do an intervention without having more time here working in the community and understanding it better. We also have the resource of the school. We wanted our students to have exposure to their ideas and their thinking, both as architects and artists working in public spaces. And so we created a graduate studio for our students to be able to, for them to be able to work with our students and generate ideas. So they did a studio about unbuilding.
That's a lot. That's a lot of boxes to make. But
No, I just used the same box that I put the brick in.
no, I know. And I was just thinking, like, what if you...
like put them together.
Yeah.
And what's interesting really about Amanda and Andres is they're artist and architect, and so they blend this idea, I think, very well, and it really reflects what our school's about, bringing art and architecture together.
Demolition crews brought down the former Bruno David Gallery building in late April. The golden bricks were stripped of mortar and stacked on pallets, not unlike the way they first arrived at this site decades ago for the building's construction. It's at this point one can begin to appreciate the name of Williams and Hernandez's PXSTL iteration. Away, away, listen while I say. The materials that made up the gallery are indeed going away to be repurposed in community design projects.
You have capacity in this room as well?
3 months after the demolition, Andres Hernandez and Amanda Williams met for the first time with representatives of local groups that will receive the salvaged bricks, as well as grant money to help realize their respective visions. Chris Carl's vision involves the Granite City Art and Design District, a consortium of creative spaces planted on a distressed city block in the Illinois community. Carl intends to make a 70-foot-long table.
We're injecting this into a project that we've already started, which is a rain garden project that we've got $15,000 from Madison County to do a stormwater project. So this, along with that, I think will help us create an amenity within this park. So we're creating a park, quote unquote, that's kind of like, it's one part agricultural productive landscape, it's one part public space.
Elisa Sugar is with the housing cooperative Art House. Its bricks will end up as a community performance space created to appear like ruins.
And we're going to be creating these sort of partial walls that have gaps in them, so there'll be walls that don't keep people out.
Another grant recipient is Solidarity Economy St. Louis.
So Solidarity Economy is a network of businesses, organizations, individuals who kind of come together and kind of figure out a way to blend skills, share resources, and kind of help each other any way possible. And actually every member of this grant, or awardee of this grant, is a part of Solidarity Economy Network.
To meet them in the dynamism, right? That's the part that we knew would be great, but you could never kind of anticipate that now it literally is a way away, right? It's gone to its next iteration. And so they're coming to us with all of these ideas, and so it's just really great to see the variety of projects too, that it's a full range of experiences and ideas and excitement now that's kind of been passed on.
Williams and Hernandez are documenting PXSTL on a special website. We'll continue following the process too.